Hello everyone. In the previous lecture of computer network, we have discussed about what is the web and what is the HTTP protocol. So in today's lecture, we will discuss about non-persistent HTTP connection and persistent HTTP connection. So starting with what is the HTTP non-persistent connection and persistent connection. So in non-persistent HTTP, we need to decide connection is persistent connection or connection is non-persistent connection. So before selecting the connection, we will discuss about request and response terminology from the client side and server side. So in client server communication, client making lots of the request means a series of the request to the server and server responding each of the request to the particular time period, or server side also reply back periodically particular time. Even the application developer also need to think about the decision is taken by the application developer. So it also think the connection is the persistent connection or connection is the non-persistent connection. So now this is the differentiate each request and response pair to be sent over the separate TCP connection. So it means when the client send a request to the server of a particular one object. So if client request many of the object to the server, so now here client required that much separate connection, or whether should all the request and response can be sent over the same TCP connection. Means the client send request of all object to the server on one same TCP connection that do not require the multiple or separate TCP connection. So we need to think about it can be separate TCP connection or can be same TCP connection. So here this decision taken by the application developer. So this is the separate TCP connection is known as the non-persistent TCP connection, and same TCP connection we can say that it is the persistent connection. So let's see in detail non-persistent connection. So in non-persistent connection, connection is closed after the server send whole object means requested object to the client, and client send request for the one object. So it can one request and reply that object response is one response from the server. So client can send request for multiple objects. So exactly multiple requests and multiple response are there. So for example, we can download the multiple objects and we require multiple connection for it. So let us take an example. If I need to request for a particular one web page, and that web page containing HTML file or base HTML file and 10 JPG images or 10 JPG GIF file. So that total object is 11. And so 11 requests and 11 response are there. In non-persistent connection, our default mode for HTTP version 1.0 and is known as the non-persistent connection. Let's see in detail. Here, suppose URL like http www.someschool.edu/some department and /home.index. So here www.someschool.edu is the host name or university website name, whereas some department /home index is the URL is the path for web page. See in this slide, first from the client side, see in action taken by the client, and this side action taken by the server. So first, HTTP client process initiates TCP connection to the server as the URL like www.someschool.edu on the port number 80. The default port number is used by HTTP protocol is 80. So there will be socket at the client and the server. So now at the server side, HTTP client receive that message to the server via its socket. Now at the server side and server waiting for this connection. And this request message include the path name like some department / home date index. So HTTP server at the host means this is the URL. Then from the client side, HTTP server receives that message via its socket and retrieves the object like some department / home.index, then encapsulate that object in the particular HTTP response message and send the message to the client via its socket. So after the connection is established, the HTTP client send request. So the client send request to the particular website or particular object to the server. Now see in the server side, server reviews that request and HTTP server process tells the TCP to close the TCP connection. Now after processing response that object message the server close the side and the TCP connection by the client side, it can be receiving that object and requested object, it display that HTML file and passing that HTML file in the 10 reference JPG object and based on the HTML file. So these 5 steps continuously repeated and each of the 10 JPG objects. So this is the only for the one object. Again, it repeating 10 times for remaining 10 reference objects. Okay. Now RTT. Let's discuss about response time, round trip time. So it means how much time taken from the client side to server side and server side to client side. So a packet travel sync response time means it is the time it takes for the small packet to travel from the client to server and then back to client. So it known as the round trip time. So HTTP response time, one RTT to initiate the TCP connection first, and second RTT time like round trip time, and plus here file time. So the browser initiate the TCP connection between the browser and the web server. So here this involves the 3-way handshaking. So first, client send all small TCP segments to the server, and server acknowledge and responds with the small TCP segment, and finally the client acknowledgement back and back to the server. So first 2 parts of the 3-way handshake take 1 RTT, as I said previously. And after completing the first part, 2 parts of the handshake, the client sends the HTTP request message and combined with the third part of the 3-way handshake. And here include the acknowledgement into the TCP connection. So once the request message arrive to the server, server send to the HTML file into the TCP connection, and this HTTP request response requires the another RTT. So here total response time in 2 RTT plus the transmission time at the server of the HTML file. So here HTTP response time will be given in this format. First 1 RTT to initiate the TCP connection, then next 1 RTT for the HTTP request and first few bytes of the HTTP response to the return. Then next file transmission time, and third in the non-persistent HTTP response time 2 RTT plus file transmission time. So this way HTTP round trip time will be work. Now next HTTP with persistent connection. So let's discuss about that. So understanding the non-persistent connection, here some disadvantages are there, like each of the new connection needs to be established. So in this can be burden on the web server. So which may be increased in case of the serving the hundreds of different client requests simultaneously. So each object suffers the delivery relay of the two RTTs, one RTT to establish the TCP connection and one request receive an object. So with the persistent connection, the server leaves the TCP connection open after sending the response back, and the request and response between the same client or same server can be sent over the same connection. Here example for it, like entire web page consists of the HTML file or base HTML file and 10 images that can be sent over the single persistent TCP connection. So multiple web page residing on the same server that can be sent from the server to the same client over the single persistent connection, and this request for the object can be made by back to back without waiting for the replies pending the request, or it can be through pipelining. Then the server receives back to back request and it sends object to the back to back. So the server closes the connection only when it is not used for the certain configuration amount of the time. Suppose 10 images need to be downloaded from the HTTP server. Then the total time taken to request and download 10 images in the non-persistent and persistent connection is: first, during the non-persistent connection, 2 RTT. RTT means round trip time. So connection time plus 2 multiply 10 RTT. So here answer is 22 RTT. Then during the use persistent connection, so 2 RTT and connection time plus 10 RTT. So here the persistent connection time is 12 RTT. Okay. In the next lecture, we will discuss about HTTP message format. Thank you.